It's so comfortable. No one seems to hold me like you do. You're so wonderful. A star could never shine as bright as you. Shine as bright as you.
Hello, welcome to Monday Evening Sprints, or morning or afternoon or wherever you are in the world. For me, it's Monday Night Sprints. So welcome.
Me too.
There you go. It's the last day of 30 and 30, so we are rushing to the end.
I am the most behind of all of the behinds.
That's okay. That's okay. This was a stretch goal, and we all knew it.
It's fine. Get
fine.
there.
We got a bunch of books off of our TBRs.
And we can try again in June.
And we can try again in June. Although it'll be like on accident in June.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens. But anyways, we do have a Margaret.
Hi.
Yay.
I needed to step away from the tax software before I murdered someone.
That is fair. That's fair.
Hi.
I thought you already did your taxes last week.
I started getting stuff together for them. So
You do realize today is the last day.
I do know today is the last
I mean,
day.
you can file an extension.
I can't
can't.
file an extension. I literally have got all the business stuff out of the way. The only thing I need to do at this point is the personal. And then you can pay through TurboTax. I'll take the fee.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's easy. We
I've
paid ours
already-
yesterday, so
I've already decided that I think I'm going to just set aside like $600 for next year so that I can hire someone to do them for me, because I hate taxes so much.
they kind of are the worst.
I literally, even if I don't get a refund, it would be worth it to me to pay money.
Right?
So I don't have to do it.
Right?
I don't struggle with the taxes, but I also don't have I don't have a lot of stuff I have to add in or take out or whatever. I just use it. I pay H&R Block $70 and do it all online, and it takes me an hour.
Sorry. I was trying to fix something and it didn't work.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I pushed the wrong button.
Currently we use TurboTax, but my brother used something up last year that he said, or this year that he said it actually got him a better result than TurboTax did.
Interesting.
So I may look into doing that next year instead of doing TurboTax, but we've learned a few things that I'm going to be doing differently next year for how I track things, and that's fine.
Yeah, because this year you'll be self-employed the whole year, so then you'll have to be a little bit more on top of it. But anyways, taxes is fun, and being an adult sucks. That was the mantra at work today.
If I didn't have taxes, being an adult would suck about 12% less.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. That is it. That's it.
I mean, the good news is that I have an audiobook to listen to. I'm listening to Dead Lake by Darcy Coates right now.
Oh, I haven't read that one. Are you liking it?
Brianna, it's creepy as fuck.
That one is really creepy.
And
I
it's
haven't read that one. I don't think I own that one, actually.
It's
It's really short.
Creepy in a way that I'm glad that I am reading this now and not last week when I was staying by myself in a hotel room as a woman traveling kind of alone.
Fair enough.
It doesn't look that short. The book doesn't, the physical book doesn't look that short, but it has 4 short stories in the back of that one.
Right.
It's actually fairly a short read.
Right. Hold on. I have to try to fix something, and I might accidentally lose Margaret again. No, there we go. That's what I was trying to do the first time, and I clicked the wrong button, but I was the banner is on top of my head.
So, anyways, we haven't finished taxes yet. A miracle could still happen.
There you go.
And I could end up getting a dog.
I have 30 minutes left of my audiobook that will be my 30th book. So I'm going to finish that. And then I will be starting this chunker that I was just waiting for 30 and 30 to be over with so I can finish it. I have 3 Spiffbo books to read in a week.
Oh God. My brain has been wanting to do all of the creative things, and I'm like, no, you have to wait. We have to wait. We can't do this now. We have to finish 30 and 30. We can't write now. No writing.
You just write it down. You write it down and you plan the creative thing.
I'm like, are you going to like actually carry this energy through once 30 and 30 is over, or are you just trying to distract us now that when we have a book project and taxes due?
That's exactly what your brain's doing. That's exactly what's happening. Jess, what are you doing tonight?
Just don't give me that look.
I have like an hour left of this audiobook.
Oh, nice.
And then I have 2/3 of this left.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I finish both of those, I'm headed to the Darcy Coates Discord server to read short stories. And
love it.
There might be enough for me to get to 30, but I don't think so. I'm just getting as close as I can get.
There you
go. As close to the sun as I can get without being burned. Except that would be the win.
That analogy fell apart.
It did.
It's very funny because part of why I was able to catch up so quick is because I read I picked up one of the manga series I've been meaning to continue on with, and like
binged it.
I was like, well, I'm gonna read this issue, and then I was like, well, now I have to sit out here with this candle, so I'm gonna read the next issue, and then the next issue ended on a cliffhanger, and I was like, well, I guess I've got to read volume 5 now too.
There you go. There you go. See, that works. Hello, everybody. Hello. Listening to the Raven Boys. Fun. Starting Raider of Lost Heart tonight. Hello. Reading Stars and Smoke today. Nice. Reading Assassin's Quest. I've never done 30 and 30. I know I would fail. It's daunting. I feel like it only worked for me because I had so much content that I did not allow myself to mood read beyond my Scattergorathon weekend. Other than that, like I was like, this book has to be finished so that I can finish this video. And then it also helped that we had Peace Talks, I had Scattergorathon, and there was something else that I was like doing in a weekend. So like we had a lot of things happening that helped.
Yeah, that does help.
Oh no, that's sad. Hello, reading Loved and Missed. Nice. Reading A Court of Wings and Ruin. Hello, finishing a series today, book 5 of the Frankenstein series. Nice. Hello, going to be finishing Thrall's Tale. Nice. Hello. Hi, Rye. Currently eating dinner, listening to the September House. Have less than an hour left. I'm going to start Meet Me at the Lake, read some manga, and read at least 100 to 150 pages of Dragon Fruit. Very nice. I'm going to be reading Dragon Fruit next weekend. It's going to be good. I'm excited about it. But also, how are you liking the September House? Because that one I feel like I'm going to love.
I have an important question.
Right.
Does finishing taxes and 30 and 30 qualify me for a trip to Barnes & Noble as a treat?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think I get a trip to Barnes & Noble tomorrow as a treat.
Absolutely.
Get to go all the way out to the big Barnes & Noble.
Yes. And pick up Dragon Fruit so you can read it with us on Saturday?
Maybe. Because it's Micaiah Lucier, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be good.
Yeah.
I was more thinking that that means I'm going to the Target that has all of the Taylor vinyl.
Also that.
And I might be able to pick up one of the ones that I don't have yet.
There you go. Hello. Finishing up dinner, then maybe reading something. Not sure what. That's a mood. If you need help, maybe we can help you. We're really good at picking other people's books. I have complicated taxes, so I take it to H&R Block to pay them. Cost $335, but it was worth it to save me the stress. That's actually not bad.
No. Yeah, I'd like to try and like support a local tax person if I can, but also
yeah, that's not bad. For real, today was the Mondayest Monday to ever Monday. It really was. And then on top of that, it was so rainy. We had beautiful weather this weekend. I mean, it was 75 degrees. It was sunny. I was sitting outside on my deck. It was wonderful. And then today it snowed. Not in the valley, but in the mountains. We got like another foot of snow. It rained all day here. So it was just like tolerable.
That tracks for April, right?
It's actually later than normal to get a good storm. They were saying today that as long as we don't heat up too quickly, we will likely have snow on top of the mountains all year, which doesn't normally happen.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. So that's exciting. And like the reservoirs and the like lakes will be up above not above capacity, but up above their normal level.
Everywhere has
finally not a drought.
I think they were showing a video of Death Valley the other day that there's like a lake in Death Valley that's not normally there. Yeah. I was like, that is wild.
Right? Should get a decent tax return this year, which will help a lot. Nice. Expensive vet bills. That is the worst. Unfortunately, I don't get returns anymore.
I wish I got returns. I need my return to be exactly $1,200 right now.
Last Monday was the worst for me. I'm a high school teacher, and we had a lockdown not on last Monday. Not a drill. Oh my gosh, that's so stressful.
Oh, that's the Mondays to fucking Mondays.
Yeah,
that's the worst. I'm going to be reading Master of the Void, and they're reading Darcy Coates' books.
Yes. I'm reading. I don't even have a thing to hold up for you because I just went on Hoopla and found the shortest ones I could find.
I love that for you.
But I am reading, the book I'm reading is called Dead Lake, and it's about a woman who goes out to this lake cabin for an artistic retreat, which I was thinking about doing, and then ends up walking in to a creepy, like, missing 411 situation where there's a potential I'm just like, maybe I just convinced someone to go with me on this trip to a cabin.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll die together.
Started Never Getting Back Together by Phoebe McLeod. Nice. I think Flawless is there. I like really want to pick that up because I have FOMO, but also no time. Reading Wild Love. Nice. Are you still enjoying it? We'll probably have some breakfast in the first sprint. I approve of
it. I hope it's delicious.
Really want to get Dragon Fruit, but I'm not sure I'll get to it this month. That's fair. I need to see if I can find an audiobook somewhere because that's the easiest way to do. If I'm going to read it in a day sprints, then I'm gonna need an audio.
That's the Saturday. That's this coming Saturday. Correct?
This coming Saturday, yes.
Let me go see what my library's got.
There you go. Hello, welcome. Rained all weekend where I am, but I'll take it because of all the wind and snow we've been getting. Yeah, that sounds not fun. Hello. Reading a traveling book, Mother of Trees. Nice. Oh, good. I'm glad. Bought Dragon Fruit. Whether or not I read it with y'all is debatable. That's fair. We're not going to do the discussion of it until I think May 1st. It'll be like whenever I get back from a Polycon.
Yeah.
So even if you can't join us for the sprints, you'll have another week and a half to talk.
My library doesn't have this book, but it does have The Girl with the Dragon Fruit Tattoo.
What is
that kind of is.
I know there's a girl with a dragon tattoo. Is this
it's a play on dragon tattoo? I think this. I don't know, but I just put it on my Hoopla favorites because I'm going to check this book out.
I just want to know what this is.
I need to know what it is.
Reading The Sword by Jean Johnson. Not gonna lie, this is my 5th reread over the years. I love so much about it. I love that.
Ooh.
A reread is always a good thing, especially if you're feeling a slump and rereads. Yeah. All right. Well, that's the end of the comments. So we're going to do some sprints. We're going to do, it would help if I brought it up. We are going to do pretty focused ones because we got stuff to do. I
will be either crying or I'll come back with my taxes finished by the end of this sprint, I think.
I did mine in 47 minutes, so I think you can do it.
Yeah, it's literally, I've gotten to the point where it's just entering in my W2.
You got this.
and then clicking through all the fucking options. It's not even that my taxes are terribly complicated at this point. It's just I hate them.
Yeah.
You got this.
You got this. All right, I'll see you in an hour. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
That was a dinner sprint for me, but I did finish the audiobook for my 30th book, and then read like 5 pages of this.
Yeah, but you did the 30 and 30.
So I did the 30 and 30. Technically, it was 28 and 30 because I DNF'd 2 books.
You were counting DNFs though.
I was counting DNFs. I still took those 2 books off of my. Was it 2 or was it just 1? That's actually a really good. No, it was 2.
I got a few off of my physical TBR. Not as many as I would have liked, but you know.
That's fair.
You learn some, you learn some.
That's fair. I got 15 off of my owned TBR.
Nice.
That's a lot.
I know.
Mine's definitely not that high. Not only because I've read less books, but also just because I've been reading a little bit of everything.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Also 5 that I purchased this month and read. So technically 20 off of my physical TBR.
Listen, if I read from some of my TBR takedown if on TBR, I'll get some books off my physical TBR.
I mean, like, relatively speaking, it's about the same because I have 5 times the amount of owned TBR that specifically Jess has.
Oh man, how many? Hold on, because I can look. That's right.
Actually, I got 13 off of my owned TBR, and 2 are books that I will be purchased, and plus 2 more are books that I've purchased since then. So that's like 15 out of 20, which is
I got
not
7.
bad at all.
That's more than I thought.
There you go. See, Coltmas was a success.
I have surprised myself. Oh, and that's not counting this book that I just finished.
Oh. Did you like that one? I have
good.
Okay, so I'm giving it a 4-star.
Okay.
With the caveat that, I mean, they're a 1.5-page stories, so like probably 90% of them were 80% of them were really good, 10% were fine, 10% were like, I don't really care. But there are a lot that I'm like, I want a whole story of this.
Not just like a writing prompt.
Right. Like I want a whole story of this. This sounds amazing.
Have you ever read her other short story, The Quarter to Midnight?
No, I haven't read that one yet.
That one's good because it only has like 10, I think. Hold on.
Yeah, it doesn't have as many in it.
So they're like 10 or 15 pages each.
Yeah. Literally, I think the longest one in here is 4 pages.
Yeah. I feel like that was the complaint when a lot of people read that one, but I am potentially saving it for a certain face-off weekend.
Yeah. I wouldn't know what that means.
There were some in here that I'm like, I would love to have more of this story. So
yeah.
Hi. Sorry.
Are you going to be okay, Margaret?
Are you okay there?
Yes, I just found the final book that I need to read for 30 and 30, and also for the vlog that is potentially supposed to be going up. I still haven't decided whether I want to just skip what was going to be last Friday's video or vlog and go into what just came with the schedule, but I also still want to get that vlog out, so I don't know. Anyways, I found the book, and it's, I have it as an audiobook, so I will be finished with my Animorphs.
Yay!
I'll be finished my Animorphs video too.
Yay!
Look at you go.
Anyways,
so I started watching the TV show, and it is not as bad as I was expecting it to be. Honestly,
that's good.
It's been really fun to kind of like see how clever they were about how they did this show.
Nice.
It's not the best, but I'm sitting here going, I appreciate those practical effects.
I mean, for like a 90s show. Like...
Yeah. Also,
it's children morphing into animals.
Yeah, it has Bobby Drake from X-Men in it.
Wow.
I saw him, I was like, I know that face.
Wow. My library also has the girl with the dragon fruit tattoo. Doesn't look too bad.
I know. I'm like, this is going to be part of a vlog of I have no idea what these books are about.
You have so many ideas for vlogs.
Brianna, it's a problem.
Especially when, like, realistically speaking, you can't do more than like 2, maybe 3 a month if they're like small. But like realistically speaking, themed vlogs are so hard to do if you're also trying to do a TBR and you're like not trying to give away your entire vlog content in your TBR.
See, I don't care. If people are like, I have yet to have anyone go, I'm sensing a theme here. So like, if it's something that needs to be, like, I've had one vlog that I kept secret and then it's just not going out.
Right.
It was my 2022 top 12 fantasy and sci-fi. So that I still don't know what to do with it because I have thoughts on a lot of those books and I want to like get those thoughts out.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much footage for it. I hate to waste it, especially because I want to talk about those books. But also, no one cares if it's the 2022 Goodreads thing.
Right. That's fair.
I care.
Thank you, Jess.
The general booktube public does not.
The general booktube public barely cares about me at all. So
that's how I feel. I'm like, they don't watch my stuff anyway, so I'm just gonna do what I want to do.
That's fair.
Like that's me to an extent. I'm like, I want to put out at least a few videos that like this is something I'm really passionate about and not care about whether or not it gets views. But it still hurts a little bit when it doesn't get views.
Well, that's the thing. It's always the videos that like you're so excited about and you're like, oh my gosh, the editing on this is perfect. And then it's like 10 out of 10. And you're like, cool. Here's a book haul.
This is such a cool idea. This Taylor Swift video is going to take off just like my last one did. No one likes 1989.
That's fair.
Apparently, according to my stats.
That's fair. Yeah. The YouTube algorithm is cruel. Hello, Sarah. Just finished dinner. Today was the first day of state testing at my school. The day I contemplate my life choices to become a teacher. Oh, I'm so sorry.
As someone who had to do that, I didn't have to do like the state testing, but I had just sitting through the tests that you had to do to get into college that were statewide.
Yeah.
I understand why you were questioning that because I was questioning my choices sitting in that.
Yeah, it's hard enough for us as a student. It'd be even harder as a
teacher. I just have to deal with me.
Yeah. Have a Promise of Peridot and Flawless to read, but might not make much progress in either because my brain is mush. Yeah, sometimes you need a night off. But I'm glad you're hanging out with us. Hello, Ro. Hello, Neva. Can't be there tonight, but can't wait for tomorrow. Yes, the pizza party tomorrow is going to be fantastic and fun. Work is a madhouse. Oh no.
I still need to go get pizza dough for that.
We'll be reading Fourth Wing. Found ambiance to read with it. I love doing that. Finding like an ambiance to read with something. It's so much fun.
I love matching. I have had until certain authors did certain things. I had my like steadfast one that always worked, but I loved matching.
Yeah,
sometimes I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I just feel like listening.
There's a Game of Thrones ambiance on Spotify. That's a really fun one.
Nice.
Like they call it Game of Thrones, but probably just for like search purposes because it's really just like general fantasy.
Generic fantasy.
Yeah. But I think it's just called Game of Thrones ambiance.
Why is they're allowed to do that? Because typically you do have to do generic fantasy thing that is very obviously Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Well, I think on Spotify, because you can name Spotify playlists whatever you want.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. On page 164 of 700, had a snack so I can take my meds. Nice.
That's a
also,
big
it's really
book.
funny that the artist can also see what the playlists are called if their song has been put on it. And
I love those videos.
Be gay, do crimes.
Those are always just hilarious, especially because like one of the artists that I follow that does that is also a D&D person.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And so like some of her should be like, I'm concerned for your party, DM. It's great.
Read 118 pages. The main in this book makes me really wish I would have gone down an archaeology path. Nice.
Oh, okay.
This is like Indiana Jones, but make it a romance. Finished the September House, gave it 5 stars. I love this. I'm excited to read this one. Started Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. Nice. Read 4.5 chapters. Got some water. Important. Currently listening to Meet Me at the Lake and reading some manga. 2 chapters left in my buddy read pages. Should finish next sprint. 42 pages. Now I'm eating dinner. Important. You know. Feed yourself. I feel like this is a dinner sprint for almost everybody.
I had dinner early because I had reading to do.
That's fair.
I was doing taxes, so I haven't had dinner yet. But I'm gonna fix that.
I mean, I'm also 2 hours behind y'all, so it's only 6:30 for me. So it's, you know. Currently reading a manga in the land of Liedale,
I think.
Volume 1. Attempting 30 manga in 30 days. Nice. Are you doing it with Shay and Izzy and that group? Because there's a Discord, and it's overwhelming. Some people are reading a crazy amount.
I think Shay was actually going for like 90 and 30.
She's going for 90 and 30. And then if you watch her recent wrap up or like her recent reads, she's actually on track for like 104 in 30.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I am sitting over here panicking because I just realized I've read 45 books this year. And I know I have 45 books that I need to read for 4 separate vlogs that I want to put out in October. And I'm like, when are you going to read those?
Okay, but page count. Page count is different. Your 45 that you're reading in October are very short.
Most of them are, I mean, they're like 200 pages a piece. That's still a lot.
It is. Might I introduce you to the middle of June?
I think, well, my problem though is that I'm vlogging June, so like I can't read those during June because then I can't do them for the vlog for Halloween. So
content creation is so difficult.
Maybe I can do them next month for Escape the Readathon.
Oh yeah,
because I probably won't do a vlog for that.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
and that's such a short, like they're short and they're quick that like hopefully you won't hopefully you won't burn out reading 45.
Well, and also there's out of those 45, 5 of them have audiobooks. The other 40 I must read with my eyes.
Oh boy. Okay. Here's the better way to think
about what series this is, because if you're trying to read all 45 of a series of very short books, I might be planning to do a round of books I wasn't allowed to read as a child in October. This is
No, it's 4 different series. There just is 45 of them all together.
Okay. Just curious.
Jess is trying to be Gavin.
Speaking of,
in October specifically, yes, I'm Gavin Jr. in October.
Nice.
Here's the thing. Okay, it's April, May, June, July, August. So you have 6 months. So you could just read like 7 each month.
Yep.
And that's definitely smaller.
It is. But every time I look over there and I see them all stacked, like because they're all on a separate shelf, and I'm just like,
why?
When are you gonna get to those?
Yep.
Eh?
Yep.
That's
fair.
Well, I just scheduled that video for October so that I remember that I want to do that video in October. So, anyways, if anyone wants to see me read Goosebumps for the first time, that's coming someday.
That's fair. Hello, Brittany. Reading The Sweetest Remedy. Nice. You'll have to let me know how you think of that, or what you think of that one. I think it was a very well done book, but it's not a romance.
I don't think I'm ever
having read like 100 pages of it. I kind of agree with that.
You meet the main love interest halfway through the book.
Oof.
That's not a romance.
That's not a romance.
It's not a romance.
It's not a romance.
Dinner sprint, nice. Cheeseburgers, fried potatoes, cottage cheese, nice. Hello, Heather. No reading is happening. It's Monday. It's Monday.
That I gotta subscribe.
Well,
Click mood. Click.
I'm home from D&D, going to watch some YouTube and read One Piece. Fun. Read a couple chapters. Scooping some ice cream now. Nice.
Ice cream.
For Shay's readathon, yeah. No, Shay's doing amazing. And I was like, you're going to read all of your manga before Amazing Readathon.
That just means
And then she'll just have to buy more.
I know.
That's why you buy more manga.
Right? I haven't been following the Discord, but I also have a lot going on. Bought a house, close in June. That's exciting, but super stressful.
That's exciting. It can be.
Happy to be getting through the little manga I own and hopefully finish some series that I borrowed from the library. Very nice. Bought a third TBR card because I didn't want to get another bookshelf with moving. That's fair. So I have a lot to read that I've bought this year. That is fair. What are you two doing? Schmidt is chaos incarnate today.
Yeah.
And you love it.
You know, most of the time, but he is a bit
most days, yes.
He is a bit much. Couldn't read Goosebumps as a kid. I have an overactive imagination, so I read one and couldn't sleep after. That's fair.
I am like, there are genuinely like covers that I am haunted by still as an adult, like the puppet one. I'm just like, who the fuck thinks up that? Who the fuck thinks that up?
I was very confused about this comment, and then I remembered it's D&D. I was like, are you having a hurricane in Florida like that I didn't know about? What's going on?
That's a tip. I don't know if Jen's in Florida, but that's a typical session at D&D. Either that or one of your players is like, hey, let's go check this out. And it's the one thing you threw in for like flavor and hadn't realized you needed to prep for.
That's fair.
My brother does that a lot. So
I was the covered in eyes, large being covered in eyes, and I was like,
an angel?
I must not be reading something right in this sentence. I'm gonna wait until someone else talks about it.
I mean, I was the person in the D&D party who just barbecued the goblins, so like,
at least you weren't the one that teabagged them.
I did not do that. Hello, welcome. Currently reading The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich. That is one of my favorite books. I love that book. I feel like it's a very controversial book, and people either give it 2 stars or 5 stars.
Is that the one where everybody wakes up with a length of like rope that tells them how long they're going to live?
Yeah.
I do think I want to pick that up someday, but...
What did you think of The Midnight Library?
Oh, I didn't read it.
Oh, okay.
I was going to, but I was not in a good mental space when it was time to read it.
I feel like the writing is very similar. Like the whole, like, you know, reflecting upon your life kind of thing.
Yeah. Which I think I could do now, but back in the day, it was not happening.
That's fair. Made a goblin train once, tied the goblins together. That's fair. Listen, Margaret forgot to tell us that we didn't have any food when we went out on the quest, so we killed the goblin, and then I was just like, well, we're hungry.
That is not correct. Your characters had rations.
Yours.
Prepared character sheets. Rations. I don't know.
Roasted goblin is delicious.
Listen, someone forgot the food. I don't know. Something happened. I was just like, barbecue goblin.
Prank or I don't remember what it was, but like you guys did barbecue a goblin. I remember that much.
We did. After I skewered him with my javelin.
And I'm sure it tasted delicious.
Right?
Y'all did. I truly like, it's funny because people will talk about problem players and like chaotic players, and I'm like, no one had Cal as a player. No one's ever had to do, and I'm not saying Cal was a bad player, but Cal as a player is the most chaotic being I've ever had to deal with.
Well, I think Cal in general is a chaotic being, so that tracks.
Gemini.
Like,
I mean,
you gotta at least kind of kind of held back a little bit.
It's true.
So,
on that note, should we sprint again?
why want food?
Yes. We should read things.
We should read the things. Okay, we'll see you in 59 minutes because I didn't pause it in time.
Fine.
Hello. Welcome back, everybody. I read 46 pages of this, and I really like it. So that's cool. The opening line of the prologue is so funny. It's like, it says, "Remind me again why we're tramping through the muck in the middle of the night."
I would like an update. Please tell me.
That's how the book starts.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nice.
How did that go?
I read 50% of Wires and Nerves. I only have 25% left.
Nice.
I sobbed. It was a great time.
I saw that comment.
Oh my god.
I never read that one. I finished the series, but then I never got a hold of the graphic novel.
I found it on sale. I got volume 1 and volume 2 for like $8.
Nice.
And I was like, this will be great for like a readathon or something. And
or 30 and 30.
Yeah, or 30 and 30.
Or readathon or something.
The whole plot of the graphic novels is dealing with the wolf mutations after the war, because like they're still genetically modified mutants with the taste for human flesh,
right?
And it's mostly Aiko dealing with that because she's basically indestructible. So nice. It's been a wild ride.
Love it for you. Margaret, how did your sprint go?
I made and ate dinner and I read 55 pages.
Nice. What'd you have for dinner?
I had, oh gosh, what is it? It's sweet and spicy apricot pork with carrots and green beans.
Nice. Nice. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Carly. Hello, Coda. Jess over here sobbing. I'm falling asleep, so I'm peacing out. I'm glad I made it for part of his friend. Good night. You're probably already gone, but good night. Good night also to you. Finished The Measure, gave it 2.5 stars. Going to be starting Third Degree by James Patterson, number 3 in the Women's Murder Club series. See, I told you, people give this book 5 stars or 2 stars. 2.5. There's no in between. Hello. Just got home, excited to read for a little before bed. Currently reading Queen Charlotte by Julia Quinn. Very nice. Hello. Finally able to get on here and join. What are you all reading tonight? Hi, Rainy. Just got home from circus. Finished At First Spite. 4 stars. I approve. Now starting the Gilded Ones.
Ooh, nice.
Read 56 pages. Very nice. Hello. The first line of Master of I know, right? Nat and I are like unofficially buddy reading this right now. She was gonna start it over the weekend, and I was like, if you wait till Monday, we can buddy read it. So yeah, the writing is it like pulls you in just like immediately.
Nice.
So even though it's like almost 600 pages, I feel like I read 50 pages in an hour, so like I should be able to finish it quickly. Theoretically. I started Effie Briest and got about 25% in. Nice. 76% through A Fire Endless by Rebecca Ross. Loving this. Want to finish it tonight. I believe in you. I'm going to read the first one in that book, whatever it is called.
River Enchanted.
Yeah, that's it. Where is that book? There it is. I still am like trying to find my books when I am now that I've moved everything. So I filmed my unhaul project yesterday, and that's like where you're looking at 2-year-old book, like, and I knew for a fact that I still owned one book, and it like I hadn't read it yet, could not find it, realized that I've wrapped it, so I couldn't actually grab it because it's part of my like the like books that I wrapped, and I'm like reading them each month, and then like at the end of the year, I'll have a cool vlog. And I was like, dang it, I haven't gotten to that one. And I don't know which one it is, so I can't unwrap it.
You're supposed to write a tiny number on them somewhere.
Oh, there's a number, but the number does not correlate to anything.
Oh, see, what I have seen people do is when they wrap them, they write like a number on it and then have a spreadsheet where it tells them what book it is in case they need to find it.
I wrote it down in a notebook somewhere. I just don't know where that paper is.
See, paper into the atmosphere and it's gone.
So, so I was like trying to like in my video, I was like, okay, so I have this project that's happening. So I will read it by the end of the year because anything that doesn't get unwrapped in December gets unhauled. So it's just not in the next 30 days.
Right. Like it will be addressed, just not right now.
Maybe now. I don't know because I'm just literally randomly picking number.
Also fair.
You have a 1 in 17 chance. Page 40 of Happily Never After. Had to stop talking to my husband while he was on his work break. Husbands always interrupting the reading.
Why I don't have one.
Huh?
I said it's why I don't have one.
I mean, there are a lot of reasons why I don't have one, but that is in the list.
You're like, it is a pro.
It's in the list of reasons. It's not like anywhere near the top, but
I'm sorry, sir. I cannot get married. Why? Because you will interrupt my reading.
It's the top 5 reasons.
It's a better reason than the real reasons. So
got to chapter 4 in Wild Love. So many people reading this. So far, so good. Thinking you might either switch books or hit up some TV. It's Monday. You gotta rest sometimes. Want to start Wild Love soon. I'm so far behind in other books for content. And Buddy reads, This is a Mood.
Oh no.
Busiest time of the year as a music teacher with concerts galore. That's fair.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair. Also, I think you have to have finished the Flawless series first. I don't know if you've already read all of those. I feel like you already have. But I do think that you have. That's what Rye said is you needed to read the other ones first. I finished June 1st. It was a 5-star read. Now I'm starting Anything Ray Touches. Nice. We love a 5-star read. I haven't had one of those in a while.
I've had 3 of them in the last 30 days.
Good for you.
I've only had one actual 5-star all year, and it was like a 40-page Brandon Sanderson novel.
Oh my god. I mean, like one of them was an author that I have already given 5 stars to every other book of his that I read, and I didn't think I was going to give it 5 stars, and then we got to the ending.
Mm-hmm.
It made me feel things.
That's fair. That's fair. I gave 2 out in the last 30 days. And Education of Malice will not end up in my best books of the year. It was 100% just a vibes book.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed my time reading it, so that's why I got it. And the other one was the prequel to Into the Drowning Deep. And so it's only like 3 hours, so like it doesn't really count.
Yeah, I count it.
I mean, it counts, but it, you know what I mean. It's fine. It's fine. My boyfriend will sometimes interrupt my reading, then I give him the look, and then he leaves me alone.
I had to disabuse my brother the notion that he could interrupt me at any time. I'd be like, yo, hey, I'm reading right now. It's really rude to interrupt me, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Now he mostly waits.
That's fair. At least you guys don't live together anymore, so it's not like
it's much easier now that we don't live together. Here's the thing is our mother did the same thing to us when we were children. So I don't know why I needed to train him to do that.
He should already know.
You should already know, buddy.
Good to know. I have Hopeless left. Haven't read the other ones. I heard they cross over, but you don't necessarily need to read Flawless first. It's probably just like any other romance series where it might spoil the couples, but like it's a romance book, so you know they end up together. Hello, Julie. Welcome. Got my dress for middle school graduation. Tried it on. I'm excited. Nice. We're a bit fancy here and get fancy for big events. Love it. I figured you were not in middle school.
I went, someone here is in middle school, and then looked at the picture and then went, okay, you must be a parent or a teacher. Got it. Okay.
There have been some kids that have ended up in our sprints before. And I'm like, how did you find our stuff?
People like books.
Yeah. My video that's going up tomorrow, I specifically was like, FYI, this is not a safe for kids video. I did it specifically for Neva's benefit because I know that she lets Ari watch some of this.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not one that Ari should watch. We do talk a lot about sex.
That's fair.
I watch videos again.
I was like, oh, well, not safe for kids.
Or work.
It's fine. Hello. Have I had you on the TV since the start? But Kiddo and I were reading and finishing a book. Fun. Now getting ready for bedtime. Thank you. All right. Well, we're gonna do one more sprint. So, let me put the timer back up.
I just need to read 9 books in this next sprint.
You can do it. I believe in you.
That
Correct. If you have headphones, it can be safe. Listen, I was listening to pure smut, dark romance smut at work today.
Oh boy.
You can do the hard things.
As long as your headphones don't.
As long as the good thing about the AirPods is that if you take them out or they get disconnected, the audiobook stops.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had that happen to me as of yet. It's more likely that I will put the AirPods away and my phone will think that it's still connected to, or not the AirPods, the earbuds will think it's still connected to the earbuds. But I've heard of it happening to other people.
Yeah.
So.
I believe in you. You can do this, Jess.
Jess has got this.
Okay.
9 books in 1 hour.
It's not tomorrow until you go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
All right. I'll see you in an hour. Hello, welcome back. I got to page 80, and then I was taking some Instagram pictures to post tomorrow. How'd you guys do?
Good deal. I tried to unmute, but it didn't like it.
It doesn't like you when you unmute or mute.
No, it's the computer. The computer touchpad is not always as responsive as I expect it to be.
Okay.
Anyways.
What did I do? I don't remember. I have finished this. I don't know what I said I've finished because it's been so long. I finished this, and then I read a short story that was like 8 pages. So I finished that, and now I have like a page left of another short story. So I will have finished 4 books today. So I'll be at 24, I think.
That's still really good.
I'm calling it, man.
That's still good.
Very nice.
How'd you do, Margaret?
I got 70 pages read, and I also finally managed to figure out how to get my phone connected to my camera.
Yay!
I had to figure out which version I had, and the M50, for reasons I don't understand, do not have listed what the Mark II doesn't have anything saying if it's a Mark II from the pictures that I've been able to find. So I was like, okay, well, which one do I have?
Gotcha.
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
I figured it out. I have the Mark I. So, and now I need to figure out how to update the firmware because I am 75 updates behind because I've never tried to do this.
You know, it happens. I know, Nat. That's what I posted behind the spoiler tags in the Discord. I'm about to kill somebody for Ori.
That's awful early in the book to be ready to kill people. I like this.
I know. 10% in, and we're like,
I am going to murder.
Murders will be committed.
Specifically his parents.
I feel that.
Anyways, yes. Well, that's gonna be it for us tonight because I have to go to a conference for the next 2 days, and I'm not looking forward to that.
Sorry.
I mean, the conference itself is going to be good, but sitting in one spot and having to listen to lectures all day.
No, thank you. I would be asleep.
No, thank you. The tables and chairs are not comfortable enough. And it's always the fact that it's just like Murphy's Law or something. But whenever I'm out, that is when everyone needs me.
Mm-hmm.
Could they have needed me today? No, absolutely not. Today was the most boring day in the world.
Mm-hmm.
They're all going to need me tomorrow.
Tomorrow there will be 753 messages for Brie.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely.
That's when you do what my boss does, which is she tells people, she's like, I'm going to be out of the office for the next 2 days. I will not have access to email and phone. It's a lie. Boss did, because she's not my boss anymore. Anyways, and then she only responds to genuine emergencies.
Yeah, I'm going to have an out of office email, but it's either that or have 3,000 emails on Thursday.
I'm 95% sure that she removes the email or would remove the email off of her phone or put it on mute or something. Yeah. Because you really wouldn't hear from her.
It's one thing to do that when it's on vacation, but because I'm still actually working.
She would do that. She did a lot of conferences for work and networking as well. So she was still working.
Right. At 85% of a Fire Endless, really loving it. So stressful but beautiful because of the writing. Nice. Finished another 85 minutes worth of my audiobook. Very nice. Classic German lit. That's impressive.
Nice.
But my boss has gone bad and crazy things. That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, that's going to be it for us tonight. But thank you for hanging out. You two have sprints on Saturday, ?
Yes. I have sprints on Wednesday, too, at some point. I haven't decided what time they're going to be, but I do have sprints on Wednesday. And then I think it's going to be Saturday morning because you guys have sprints Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And I have sprints Saturday evening.
We are just going to have a great train. All right. Well, thank you guys so much, and we will see you later. Bye.